Okay, guys, this is my review of the movie Fight Club. Fight Club was great. I think it was great seeing kind of a whole kind of where was no real narrative to this film, but it was very much a psychological film where it's like, and I think that character study of the narrator, they don't even give him a name, or and really the truth is when I look at all the cast and what they list him as the narrator, but it never before have I ever seen a character where the name becomes a spoiler, but it's Tyler. So Tyler, it's gonna be weird when I talk about it because I'm saying Tyler, but I'm referring to Edward Norton, not Brad Pitt. That's why it's kind of hard when I say it. I'm like Tyler, but yeah, the whole film we go with thinking Brad Pitt's Tyler, and it's like he's not. He's just an imagination, which was a cool twist. But they did plant the seeds. That's why I think. That's why I think it worked, was they planted. I do believe they definitely planted seeds, and I think while there's no direct narrative of this film, it's just showing a part of this guy's life where he goes downhill, and you kind of go through his life, and psychologically, a guy who has insomnia, the guy who buys too much, a guy who's struggling in his life, a guy who heck doesn't even realize half the things he's doing, and just in his mind almost blames it on this fake persona, this fake guy, this guy he wants to be. And so it's very much, in hindsight, when you realize it about it, it's just this one guy's psychological struggle. And that is very great. And I love how Fight Club can be his scapegoat, be his kind of go to kind of break that idea, and how again psychologically he goes from just a guy wanting to get his life straightened to really ultimately causing terrorism, causing this stuff. And you really do see this split personality of he more in dissent, kind of does create other crazy stuff, like tries to get himself arrested and all this crazy stuff. And great directing by David Fincher. I think the way he kind of tells the story narratively, where it's very much all in voiceover, a lot of it, which was great. And it was just very cool and very interesting. And I think I watched The Social Network as well, another David Fincher film, and he has a great job of taking what would seem simple concepts but exploring them in such unique ways, and making the story and the plot, because it's told in unique, where it's not told out of order, it just is jumped around place to place, scene to scene. Because that's kind of done it always leaves that room for air, not air, room for mystery. And I think there is great mystery because the way it's told, the idea of what the people in Fight Club are doing kind of leaves itself a great deal of room for different challenges, for different struggles that these characters have. And again, you always wonder what is Tyler gonna do next? What is the narrator gonna do what next? What is these different unique characters, Bob and I think because you see this guy's descent into madness, you're always on the edge of your seat because you do not truly know what's the next step. Where are they going from now? You don't know, so you're always on edge. And I think that was what constantly kept up, was there was no direct narrative. The story was just this guy's struggle psychologically, and the Fight Club is a big part of this film. And being that Fight Club um, represents his outlet of his anger and his depression and his sadness. Yet he doesn't even realize he's doing that. So there's great twists and turns, great story, great narrative, great thrilling sense to it. Where yet it's not a traditional thriller; it's thriller, psychological thriller. And based on when you kind of look at the different types of films David Fincher's done that I'm gonna plan on watching, he does do a lot of these great psychological thriller type stories. So it'll be interesting to check it out, and also stay tuned for my Social Network review whenever that's coming out.